Hello, my name is Taylor Hall and I belong to a number of social networking sites. Now, I'm not going to mention the names of these social networking sites, not because I don't want to, I just don't feel like it right now. Now, on one of these social networking sites, I have a photograph of me with my arm around a friend of mine in a courtyard at school that we like to hang out in. But there is also a tree in that photograph that is not there anymore because it has been cut down and we miss it. So my friend left a comment which said, "That area looks so much nicer with that tree there." So I replied, but I was in a bit of a strange mood, so I decided to reply with, "Agreed. Very peaceful and serene. I remember the days we used to sit around that tree next to a warm, crisp bonfire. We'd tell stories of the old country and drink scrumptious, warm cups of hot chocolate." That's when it started to get weird. But we couldn't stop. We felt we had to continue the story through the medium of photo comments. This video is a dramatic reading of all that happens next in this story, all under one photograph. Starting now. We would reminisce about times once lived. The bonfire always reminded me of the passion of our youth. The flames dancing would echo that of our drive to help one another. The burning embers represented us as individuals and as a group. Then the accident happened. All of this is no more. The symbol of the blissful tree became too much, too painful. We realized we would never be the same again. Life itself had taken a great and pivotal turn. Our warm, friendly times underneath that tree would never be relived. The accident changed all this. We not only lost our friends that day, our innocence was a victim as well. Not one person from the village was left unscathed. We all bear our scars, physical or not. They are still and always will be a part of every single one of us. They are a memory of that day we all wish to forget. I awake every night from a nightmare where I can still hear their screams. I could have saved her. I know I could have. But alas, the past is the past and none of us can change this fact. But must the past be so painful? Deep down I understand I am a fraud. The fault was my own. I released those creatures that attacked the families in our village. A simple mistake when hunting. Instead of hitting a boar, I hit one of them with my arrow. They took a great offense. They came in great numbers. I watched as the repercussions of my fatal actions took place. I watched as they slowly ate my children. We have encroached on their lands for generations. A madman once spoke of this day in a prophecy. The man was a drunkard and no one found the truth in his visions. Oh, if only the elders had listened. Now it is not your fault, it is our people's fault. We knew the limits, yet we pushed. The straw that broke the camel's back. I fear that this is not the last we will see of the creatures either. I just hope we have time to rebuild away from that dark forest where the creatures dwell. Alas, that madman was my father. I laughed at his foolish visions, spat on his intoxicated opinions, but he was right. I should have known. It is true, the need for a new village is great. We must move on. We must create new lives for ourselves, plant new seeds. even if the risk of another visit from the creatures is great. However, I cannot be there to build this village. I have called the creatures forward from the dark forest. I must have my retribution and revenge. I must avenge the lives of my son Barnesus and Decretius. My wife Lotharia must also be avenged. I have been sharpening my blade. Tonight will be a night of either great fortune or a night of wasted sacrifice.
Brother, you were needed more so in rebuilding. Your life will be wasted if you go into the forest, or worse, the caves where the creatures reside.
I fear you may have already made up your mind, and if this be true, let the spirits be with you. How I wish I could fight alongside you, however my legs were rendered useless in the first attack. But I can still use my mind, wizened by many a winter, and I will aid in the reconstruction of the village. If you were to fall in your conquest for vengeance, I will take care of your daughter. I know, brother, but the nagging urge to revenge those who have fallen is so vast and strong. If I do not do this, then my life in the village will be one of emptiness, one of perpetual and unforgiving torment. If I return, brother, I will build a windmill and a well. I will fashion and construct wheels for your hips so you may move freely once again, and we can go fishing in the lake of Nysteria like we once did. Brother, I would love nothing more for you to join me in this battle, but I cannot risk losing your body as well as my family's. If I do not return, I bid you permission to plant your wise, legless seed in my daughter's body.
The void I feel inside of me is already too great. I wish not for this chasm of emptiness to be widened by your death. I pray to the stars that you may find luck in battle, brother. May your blade be keen, your shield stout, your movement swift, and your mind clear. Tonight, come to the great hall for an ale, and I shall give you a trinket I wore when I fought on land many seas away, where I spilled much blood for our people. I trust you shall do the same for our people.
Brother, I have returned from battle. The ale and the trinket surely enjoyed my victory. I took the blade and spilled the blood from the creatures' necks until there was all but one left. The leader of the creatures. I recognized it instantly. It was the one that slowly ate my sons while they were breathing. I took my blade and struck but missed. A fierce battle ensued. He scarred me deeply. His large talons bored deep within my chest, yet did not pierce my heart. I took my blade and pierced his abdomen, then watched as his innards spilled on the forest floor. I burned them in front of him as he began to die a slow death. Just before his final moments, I put my blade into his upper jaw and cut off his snout. Here, brother, take the snout as a memorial. I have already begun to construct wheels for you and have prepared my daughter for you. She lies in my shack awaiting your seed, brother. Let us drink wine tonight and prosper in our glory.
That was the entire story, written in the form of comments underneath that one photograph. Thanks for watching.